we are again with the Sunday watch list. Let's just do a quick recap from last week. Nike, if you caught this rebound, I had this reversal here. This is a little support line at 125, reversed, killed earnings, went up to 154. So if you played that, congratulations. I didn't throw hold through earnings, but oh my God, those earnings were insane. Another one that we had was FedEx earnings that if you played the reversal there up to the point where they actually had earnings, then you got paid because it was literally right on spot for this reversal. We had support lines down here, but it didn't even get to break through this 280, reversed all the way around. We also had Snapchat last week. Snapchat is starting to break out as well. There was also, what else did we have? We had NVIDIA, I believe, NVIDIA, Chewy, and Amazon. So we had NVIDIA break all-time highs. We had Amazon break all-time highs, and then it had a reversal here. We actually got puts in my channel. So those paid out really well because there was some point where it was going to happen. It was going to be a nice reversal. And then we got Chewy as well. Chewy is starting to break out of this $81 range. It's going to hit this $84 range at some point. I have some longer duration calls, but that's going to be it. So let's do this week real quick. We got a lot of things gearing up. So I'm going to give out some of the 5 or 6 best ones that I think I see. So let's do another earnings play. We got MKC from McCormick. They got earnings this week. It looks like it formed this inverse hammer candle. So if this can stay above this $86 price for its support, I can see it testing this next $88 line. And then if it can get through that 88, we can see an $89. So keep this on watch for the reversal this week. We also have Uber. Uber looks like it's gearing up for a nice breakout. A lot of cheap plays this week. If you zoom out over here, it looks like it's starting to come back and break out of this range. It got rejected off of this 51.85 mark. So if I can see a little $52 break, I can see ascending right up to this $54 line almost instantly. Could be a nice big breakout day. I also have Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs is another big one here. Starting to reverse off this 393 all-time high, and now it's bouncing off this 350 range. We caught this one early. We caught it around here last week, and then now it's testing above its VWAP. I can see this one getting right back above to 373. After 373, I can see us getting right back to after 373 test. Let's see. We'll draw the lines here. We got the resistance line at 373, and then there's another one right here on 377. So watch out for this VWAP bounce. It could consolidate a little bit after it had a nice run up, but above this 373 price, we could really run. I bet you we do test this at some point this week before there's a little bit more of a consolidation period. So keep Goldman Sachs on watch. The banks are looking hot. We also have American Airlines. I'm loving this consolidation, flat all the way across the last 5 days after a big sell-off. So I'm assuming at some point, once we break this 2250 mark with volume, we're going to send right back up to this $23 price. So this is a really cheap play. At some point here, this is gonna gear up. You could do shares, you could do longer term options, you could do this week options just in case it breaks out. But anytime above this 2250 with volume, we could send right back up to above 23, and then I wouldn't even be surprised to see mid 23s up to gearing towards more of a $24 price. So the options on those ones will move once it breaks out there. And then I also have Lemonade. I saw this one earlier today. Really liking the price action on this one. Looks like it has an all-time high here at 188, and then it's starting to form kind of an inverse head and shoulders here. So if I can see this break, has a nice little hammer candle here. If I can see this break around this 113 price, or 112, 113 break, I can see this sending right to 120. So keep this one on big watch this week. After this 120 price is a big gap to 125. So this one could really start moving here pretty soon. So I would definitely keep that one on the watch. And then we got Amazon again. I just wanted to show you something really quickly. As you can see here, there's this nice cup and handle on the daily, and then it has this big cup. It starts selling off, consolidates a little bit, and then it breaks out of that cup and handle. And it's done this a couple times when you go back into history on Amazon here. So there's a lot of cup and handle action on Amazon. And what I'm seeing here is it did the exact same thing here, and now it's breaking down. Similar movement here. And then if we can get a little sideways action, I bet you this breaks its all-time high. So just keep this one on watch. Whenever it starts reversing or goes a little bit sideways, this could be a huge mover. So those are the ones I have on watch this week. We got the Amazon, we got Uber, Goldman Sachs, Lemonade, American Airlines, and McCormick for their earnings. So keep those all on watch. There's a lot of other ones on here, but there's just so many to put on here. I can't really do it. So honorable mentions right now are Snapchat. Snapchat looks good on this inverse head and shoulder breakout to all-time highs. And then Chewy, of course, it was on last week, but I'm waiting for it to break this 81.50 with confirmation, 82, all the way getting to test that $85 price. So those are some to keep on watch. Also, of course, Wall Street Bets is pumping PaySafe, PSFE. and Wish. Of course, everyone knows that they're pumping Wish. So keep those two on watch as well. But it's going to be a pretty big week with everything going on. There's a lot of economic news, but stay tuned. Make sure you keep in mind all of these. And can't forget about that. I have to just say real quick, the SE almost hit $300. So they really are just blowing up past these prices that I was predicting. And a lot of these things are showing inverse head and shoulders. So a lot of these stocks that got beat up in March and May are starting to form this inverse head and shoulders and heading a lot higher. So be careful at the end of the month of June. Things are going to get a little bit rocky, but the stocks for the first six to watch: the Amazon, Uber, McCormick, Goldman Sachs, Lemonade, and American Airlines. Those are the ones this week. Hope that helped you guys out, and we'll follow up next week.